Hey guys, what's up? This is episode 3 of the Yodi Files. So, the last two encounters I talked to you guys about, I hadn't seen the Sasquatch at all. Like, I felt their presence, I've smelled them, I have heard them, but I've never seen them. Well, that changed in December of 2018. I was out hunting, and I was hoping to get a late season deer before rifle season was over. Or no, rifle season was over. It was about early to mid December, so no. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to remember exactly when it was. I know it was early December, so if it was early December, it was before muzzle loading. So it was within the first week of December, because up here rifle season ends on the 30th of November, and muzzle loading season starts the 7th of December, although I think it changed last year. But anyway, it was, I think, like the 3rd or 4th day in December, and I was hunting on one of my neighbor's properties, which is also my cousin's property, and I was hunting, doing my own thing. It was real windy that day, but I had already covered the north end of their property, up by the pines. So then I was working my way down through this valley that they've got. I mean, it's a gorgeous valley. High peak on out, high meadow peak on both sides, pine on one end, and real thick, dense pine on the other side. And when I say dense pine, I mean so thick that middle of July, hot summer day, bright daylight, it's going to be dark as my vest here. It's going to be pitch black. So I'm kind of sneaking up along that, cutting in through this birch and popple swath, going up this little deer trail, hoping, with the wind coming into my face, hoping I can ambush deer on their way down. So I'm going, and next thing I know, I'm getting real disoriented, and I thought, okay, maybe my sugar's low, because I am hypoglycemic, and I do suffer from random blood sugar drops. So I figured, I'm getting dizzy because my sugar's low. But hey, I'm just gotta work up into this next clearing and then cut through the other pines, and then I'll be fine. And I'll be home free. So I get up to the top of this hill, and I'm standing by an oak tree that I can't get my arms around. Now, I have, about a 5.5 foot wingspan. And I can reach around a pretty good sized tree. But this tree, I could maybe go like this and barely touch the ends, the sides. So I'm going, and I'm kind of looking around, and I'm getting real sick to my stomach, real, just completely out of it, disoriented. And next thing I know, I'm just kind of looking around, and I thought I caught movement off to my east, which would be my left side. So I look over, and no frickin' joke, not even 30 yards away from me are two Sasquatch. This is no shit. Everybody's gonna be screaming, "Oh, bull crap, bull crap!" This ain't bull crap. There was two. Big male and big female. Big female, my estimate, was close to 10 feet tall, and yes, they do get that big. The male was pushing 12. I could not see his head, but he was just huge. Like, the muscles that run right down the center of the spine were massive. Now, the only reason I can guess that he was about 12 foot tall is I'm 5'6", and the pine trail that he was working on, going away from me, the pine trees at the time came up to here on me. They came up to his knees. Not his hips, but mid-thigh. Just below mid-thigh, so right about his knees. I mean, this guy was huge. It looked like he had 2 watermelons sitting right on his shoulder. I mean, he's just huge. Just massive. Female was just about as big. Not as muscular, but big. Big girth. Pretty wide. My guess is, just judging by what I know of animals, human and otherwise, when they're pregnant, and just being fat, I would say that she was probably pregnant. I've heard that they have their young about March through April. That wouldn't surprise me not at all, because activity around several areas that I know of quiet way down. But when I saw them, I stood there for about 5 to 10 seconds, absolutely terrified. I was petrified. Mind you, I am hunting with a crossbow. A smaller 215 or 315 feet per second crossbow with a 3-trip or tri-blade broadhead that deployed on impact. And if you've hunted with crossbows, you know you are not reloading that fast, and you're not going to shoot and reload and shoot and reload, especially when you've only got 3 arrows on you, and you're not going to get them off quick enough to do any damage, and by then you might as well, you know, stick your head between your knees and kiss your butt goodbye, because you're done. But they moved off, and that feeling of get the F out of here hit real strong. And I worked my way out of the pines, watching my 6, watching my 6 o'clock, my 8 o'clock, my 3 o'clock. I was looking all over the place, looking for the pines, looking for the clearing. Now, in the middle of these pines, right on the edge of the pines, is a power line. Now, I'd often hunt that power line, and I'd stalk up the power line and, get to the road and go home. I got to the power line, I stood there, and I had this feeling of, if you go up the power line, you're gonna die. So I went straight out through another little switch of pines right to the road. And I mean, when I say I went to the road, I mean I went to the road and crossed the road and hugged the ditch until I got to my road, and I just hugged the ditch all the way home. Now, there was a car coming from the west, coming up behind me, and I must have been absolutely as white as a sheet. Now, when I hunt, I have face painting on it, so just to break up my outline. And I probably looked like a white Bengal tiger with the black paint and just white skin. Now, I am not light complected. I am darker complected, which is hard to tell in the videos. But, I do have Native American in me, and I do hold a lot of color as well as I tan. But I was white as a sheet. And I've talked to the guy since, and he says, dude, I thought you were like anemic or something. I thought you were going to die. So he ran into me and couldn't figure out why I was freaking, but he just kept going, thinking, okay, crazy kid with the crossbow. Okay, we're out of here. But, no, that freaked me out. Of course, now, I'm going to tie in another quick story here, but I had tried to, talk myself out of what I had saw the entire time, but I was wrong. We literally had the same creature walk past our front door, not even 5 days later. Something walked in front of the door, and both me and my mom saw it. Now, she didn't get a look at it like I did, but I saw it, and I'm pretty sure it was the female, because it was about 10 foot tall, and it came just below the top of our black shed, which at the time, before the peak, was at 10 feet. So then we saw that, and when I saw that, I knew for a fact what I saw. So that was the first time I saw laid eyes on Sasquatch. And I have seen them quite often ever since then, and those stories are yet to come, more to come. Hey guys, thanks for this quick story. Love y'all. Like, subscribe, or not, that's great. Just leave a comment, I don't care. If you want to share your story, go ahead and share your story. Smokey, stay out of the video.